Hello everybody, I am Mutsidisi Mohono, and today I will be speaking with Sport Aid Development Trust founder and executive director Paul Zulu. He's working on a project called Girls Money Savvy, which uses football and some adaptable sport to teach girls financial literacy through participatory learning. So it's all about making sure the girls know how to run their money, and they also have life skills that will carry them forward into the many, many years that they will live. Firstly, congratulations, Paul, one of the Beyond Sport Collective Impact Award on Gender Equality. Tell us a little bit about this project, how you're incorporating sport into teaching financial literacy, and how you think this creates parity as far as gender equality is concerned.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank Beyond Sport for the opportunity. How we're using sport to teach about financial literacy and entrepreneurship. We all know that sport has got power to bring vulnerable children from different backgrounds at one place. So we're using the concept called education through sport. We are using football to bring the girls at one place, and we're also using what we call football reels, so that as the girls are participating, they're also learning. So we decided that, okay, this can be an innovation that we can use to empower girls with financial literacy. Girls' participation in sport has developed the girl in different ways. Enables the girls to discover themselves, develop their self-image, their self-confidence. Once self-image, self-confidence is developed, they're able to apply themselves positively in different spheres of life. They're able to participate in leadership, for example. The girl also gets a lot of benefits from involving in sport, particularly the sport that we're doing as sport aid development, where we integrate education in sport. There's this stereotype in Zambia, in sub-Saharan Africa, where certain things are assumed that are just for the boys. But once the self-confidence is built in a girl, the girl will be able to do the things that the boys are doing. By so doing, we are achieving gender equality. The first thing that we do, we first identify the girls that we train as peer leaders. The other concept that we're using beside the education through sport is the peer-to-peer communication or peer leadership. So we empower a set of girls with information on financial literacy. These girls, they form a structure at the school and community level. We call it Peer Leadership Action Group. This group is the one that delivers the financial literacy life skills during the sessions. You get different topics, budgeting, for example, planning, marketing, on simple income and expenditure, and the importance of saving. Because the most important part of the whole process is to teach the girls how to save. Because saving is the good principle. If you don't save, you can't accumulate wealth. But what do they save the money from? This is another question. It's where the component of entrepreneurship comes in. Because once they've learned about financial literacy, it's good that they've got the knowledge. But how are they going to apply that knowledge they've learned? They have to put it into practice by having a small business. From that small business, they generate a profit. Where do they take that profit? They have to save it. When they save that money, where does that saving go to? Of course, girls, they've got needs. One of the things that makes the girl to drop out of school is when they are in the menstruation period. They can't stay in school, they have to be at home because they don't have sanitary pads. So the profit that they make, they have to buy sanitary pads. Some of them, they're not in school, not because they don't want to be in school, but because their parents can't pay the school fees. So the profits that they make, they're able to save up to pay for their school fees. Gender equality is being achieved by if once the girl is empowered, if the girl can negotiate whatever she wants, it means that whatever the boy can do, she can do. She can demand to go to school because she's got money to pay for her school.
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, Paul. And I imagine that you've helped a lot of girls through this initiative, and you're also forming your partnerships with the Ministry of General Education. How can the ministry now use what you have done and the program that you have in furthering this, not only in your space, but across your country as well?
At that committee, we discuss policies, we participate in conversation in education to lobby the government to use the Girls Money Savvy as a prototype, as something they can use as a model to influence a policy at the national level. The Ministry of Education, they've launched a policy which encourages the learners not to learn only the theories, but also to learn the practicals, to learn the business component, so that just in case a learner drops out of school, that learner should be able to do something. They've launched a policy, but are not implementing it. They don't know how to do it. So we want to use Girls Money Savvy through sport to become like a model. So we just use the innovation to lobby the Ministry of General Education to implement the two-tier system so that the learners are empowered with skills, especially on entrepreneurship and financial literacy.
Well, you are an award winner of the Collective Award, and you'll be working with some pretty amazing organizations over the next year, coming together to make sure that you continue this passion, but on a bigger and grander scale. What do you think you guys will be able to achieve in trying to address gender inequality?
We're going to ride on these networks to implement the project at the national level. And we're going to share best practices from Girls Money Saving. We're going to share with all our members so that they adapt them into their own activities, so that we're able to reach out to as many girls as possible within the country, because we are well positioned in a central part of Africa. We've got Zimbabwe, we've got Botswana surrounding us. So this should be a better concept that is going to impact the girls, not only in Zambia, but across the region.
Well, congratulations once again, Paul. Thank you so much for all the amazing work that you are doing, and all the best with your future endeavors. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.